If I had to guess, I would say it would be individualism gone wild. It would be the sexual revolution that elevated sex above everything else. It would be, I would say, the fact that we've lived such easy lives materially that any level of discomfort seems to be an offense to the God of self. To me, the whole American project has seemed to, I'm not saying everybody, but overall devolved into the exaltation of self above all else. Our own sexual drive, our own desire for safety and comfort, our desire for stuff when we want it, how we want it, regardless of the cost. I think that this actually it characterizes progressivism in this country, maybe across the West, which is the exaltation of the self, the adult self. And that is God. And everything else needs to bow down to that expression, that sexual expressionism, that identity, that desire for comfort, that desire for safety. And we saw it in the COVID pandemic. I wrote about that in the introduction of the book, that nowhere did we see more clearly the next generation of children being forced to sacrifice for adult safety, adult comfort. Children who were forced to wear masks and stay out of school for years, to not be able to have the kind of social connection that they desperately need for fundamental aspects of their early childhood development. Why? Because adults needed to stay safe. Teachers needed to protect grandma, even though we knew that children early on were not vectors of transmission for COVID, even though we knew that it was not a threat to them overall unless they had some other underlying diagnosis. We forced kids to be human shields for adult comfort and adult safety. It's an injustice. So where did it start? I don't know where it started, but where it is now is the exaltation of adult self. And when that is the top, when that is the pinnacle, when adult self is the God, of course, children are going to be the sacrifice. Everything else is going to be the sacrifice. But of course, you're going to sacrifice the demographic that can't vote, that can't fight back, that doesn't write books, that can't author chapters, that can't submit amicus briefs, the ones that simply have to go along with whatever the adults in their world are doing because they have no alternative. So what I'm hoping to do is simply say, we kind of need allies, genuine allies. Children are the genuine victims of our bad policy and our bad personal decision. So you want to do allyship? Do allyship. But do it with the demographic that genuinely needs your protection. And in 100% of cases, it's kids.